Hello guys, welcome back to Cat's Diary. Now, there is a common knowledge that cats are one of the nature's finest predators. But that all goes thanks to their highly sophisticated sense. So in this video, we will go through all the 5 senses. Actually, 5 plus 1. Now, did you know that cats know how the scent actually tastes like? Well, the interesting thing about the taste is it's not that sharp with cats that it is with humans. That is why, because cats have a lot less taste receptors that human does, but they do compensate that with other senses, like for exactly smelling. Now, what happens with the baby kittens is they smell their parents' mouth because they have this simple natural logic. If you ate something and that didn't kill you, it probably won't happen with me either. But that's not always the best idea to think of. Look at this photo. Ori did pretty much the same thing, but it was fruit with alcohol, and you don't want your cat to eat that because it's not good for him. But here's an idea. Perhaps you buy a can of food and your cats won't like it. Eat it, maybe she'll like it then. Hearing is very important for cats and of course other animals too, and they have it very highly sophisticated. Now, for example, cats can hear about 1 octave higher than the dogs or almost 2 octaves higher than the human. Also, what is interesting, their ears can rotate for about 180 degrees angle, which means they can basically scan the entire area around them. And that can help them a lot when they decided to go hunting. Also, you can find longer hair on their ears, and that is because they prevent anything from the surrounding coming to a near channel. Sometimes that happens too, or it can happen that the earwax will start formatting. In this case, I suggest you go to your vet. He will help you out and show you how to clean it. But through the years, what can happen is that cats start losing their hearing. When Ori was about, 17 years, she started losing her hearing. But it wasn't really that much problem for her because she was living inside of the house. If that would be the outside, it would be a problem. The only thing what I saw is she got scared very easily when we came into the room. So if that happens to your cat, I suggest when you come to the room, you come loudly, because this way cats will either hear you or perhaps sense you in any other way. Talking about sense of touch, we cannot pass by whiskers. Those small things are designed with such an accuracy they can detect any so small difference in the environment. Well, you probably knew all of that, but did you know that by using this, cat can actually know the wind change, what a temperature, even the air pressure? So basically, your cat is a real weather station. You just need to talk to her and determine some ground rules how she's gonna tell you that you need to wear a coat when you go out. Cat smell is one of the most sophisticated senses. Think about it. There is over 200 million odor sensitive cells in cat's nose, while the human, we only have about 5 million of these. So there's a quite higher number, or better say the difference in number. But it's more. On the top of the cat's mouth, there is something called Jacobs's organ. It's basically something that helps them to even improve the sense of smell. So this is why I said at the beginning that cats can actually taste smell. I cannot imagine how that feels like, but think this. You need to give a medication to your cat, and of course, you think you can trick her. And what do? You put it into her food, and she won't eat it. Why? Because she can smell it. And you have to find another way to deal with this. Birman cats have blue eyes, but their world is not as colorful as ours. But what we do have in common are the 3 main colors in our sight. These are red, yellow and green. Oh yes, I can definitely confirm green, because especially if I take a look at Jinx. When I brought them home, he got a little green toy and he was absolutely crazy about it. He was playing with it non-stop, he was chasing it around. He even started growling if you wanted to take it away from him. But we also know cats are night animals, so the nature has given them a real night vision. We can actually say they are perfect soldiers. With one mistake, they're not obedient. This one's a bonus. It's about intuition. I don't really have any solid scientific grounds for this, but perhaps Morgan Freeman in his series Through the Wormhole could answer some of these questions. But what I do have is a story of my own. I remember Ori when she was about 2 or 3 years old and she was living with my husband at that time. About 5 minutes before he came home, and that was at different times a day, she went on the balcony and starts meowing. The parents, for the while, they couldn't actually notice what was going on because he was way too far. She could have heard him or sensed him in any other way. But apparently there was something. Pay attention to your cat. Perhaps you will notice something similar, and I will be most happy if you will share that with us. Well, that was all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't miss us, so subscribe and I will be back soon. Bye bye.